Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program. We will break down how it works, the different streams available, some changes that were made this year, and some tips to increase your chances of getting your permanent residency. So without further ado, let's get started. The BCPNP is an immigration program that allows the province to nominate individuals with the skills and experience that BC needs. A provincial nomination gets you one step closer to Canadian permanent residence. However, as of 2025, BC has had its provincial nominee allocation reduced by 50%, meaning fewer invitations are being issued. Keep this in mind when applying. BCPNP offers two major categories, the skilled immigration and the entrepreneur immigration. Let's break them down. First is the skills immigration category. There are 6 pathways under this stream. The skilled worker stream that requires a full-time permanent job offer in a skilled occupation, meaning NOC Tier 0, 1, 2, or 3, and at least 2 years of relevant work experience. The healthcare professional stream, which requires a job offer in an eligible healthcare profession that includes physicians, nurses, and other allied healthcare professionals, and proof of licensing or eligibility to practice in British Columbia. The bachelor stream, which requires a degree from a BC institution and a valid job offer in an NOC Tier 1, 2, or 3 occupation, and proof of language proficiency. The master's stream, which requires a master's degree from a BC institution in an eligible field. No job offer is required. However, applicants must demonstrate the ability to economically establish themselves in British Columbia. The doctorate stream, which requires a completion of a PhD program at a BC university in a natural, applied, or health science field, and no job offer is required. And lastly is the entry-level and semi-skilled stream, which requires a job offer in tourism, hospitality, long-haul trucking, or food processing, at least 9 months of work experience in BC, and proof of language proficiency. Number 2 is the entrepreneur immigration category. There are 2 pathways under this stream. The base category, which requires a minimum net worth of 600,000 Canadian dollars and an investment of at least 200,000 Canadian dollars in a British Columbia business, and the applicant must actively manage the business. And the regional pilot, which requires a minimum net worth of 300,000 Canadian dollars and an investment of at least 100,000 Canadian dollars in a business in a participating small community. The applicant must actively manage the business and reside near it. Now let's talk about how to apply. Here's a step-by-step guide. Number 1 is to check for eligibility. Review job requirements, educational levels, and language proficiency standards. Ensure that you meet the most up-to-date criteria since it changes from time to time. Step 2 is to register and submit an expression of interest. If required for your stream, create a profile in the BCPNP online system, submit an EOI, and receive a ranking score. Due to reduced provincial nominee allocations, scores required for selection have increased. Step 3, receive an invitation to apply. If your score is high enough, you may receive an invitation to apply from BCPNP. The selection is based on BC's labor market needs. Step 4 is to submit a complete BCPNP application. Submit all required documents, including job offer details, proof of education, work experience letters, language test results, and proof of settlement funds. Step 5 is the application assessment and interview if required. BCPNP officers review your submission. Entrepreneur stream applicants may be required to attend an interview. Step 6, receive a nomination approval. If successful, you will receive a provincial nomination certificate which allows you to apply for permanent residence. Step 7 is to use your nomination to submit your permanent residence application to the IRCC. Step 8 is wait for your PR approval and prepare for arrival. Processing times have increased due to high demand, so plan accordingly. Before we wrap up, here are some tips to maximize your chances of getting nominated through the BCPNP. Number 1, meet higher language requirements. As of 2025, BCPNP now requires a minimum CLB 8 for most streams. Number 2, get a job offer early. With fewer invitations being issued in 2025, securing a job offer in BC gives you a stronger chance. Number 3, stay updated on draws. The reduced allocation for BCPNP means higher scores are required to get invited. Keep an eye on draw results. Number 4, prepare documents in advance. Due to increased processing times, submit complete, well-organized applications to avoid delays. Number 5, consider alternative immigration pathways. Given the 50% reduction in nominations, explore other options like express entry, federal skilled worker programs, or regional pilot programs. And that's it. That's a brief overview of the British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time, and remember, you got this.